Today I'm going to present about the wireless standards, security and modern technologies. Wireless communication plays a very important role in our daily life from mobile phones to smart devices. So here I will explain how these technologies work, their standards and how they are secured. So these are the outlines in this presentation. I will cover several important areas. First is IEEE wireless LAN standards, then frequencies and bandwidth used in wireless networks, security standards and theories, then different types of wireless technologies such as short range and long range, and finally specialized wireless networks. Now let's begin with the IEEE standards. So IEEE 802.11 is the standard used for Wi-Fi networks. So each version improves speed, efficiency, and performance. For example, common standards includes these are the common standards. There are, I think, seven common standards here. So the earlier one, that means older part is 802.11 and G were early standards with lower speeds. Then 802.11 N introduced better range and multiple antennas. 802.11 AC increased speed significantly using wider bandwidth. 802.11 AX also called like that Wi-Fi 6 that improves performance in crowded areas. Then now the latest one is Wi-Fi 7, 802.11 BE provides extremely high speed and low delay. So each new version improves user experience and supports modern applications. Then now let's see about the frequencies and the bandwidths in same wireless LAN. Wireless LAN standards. So here that wireless networks operate on three main frequency bands like 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz and the 6 gigahertz. And 6 gigahertz very high speed used in modern Wi-Fi, and 2.4 gigahertz longer range but more interference. Then 5 gigahertz faster speed with less interference. So bandwidth refers to how much data can be transmitted at once. Bandwidth means that how much data can transmitted at one time like that. So for an example, 20 and 40 megahertz are basic. Then 80 and 160 megahertz provide the highest speed. Then 320 megahertz is used in Wi-Fi 7 for very fast communication. So the higher bandwidth increases data speed but may reduce the coverage like that. So now let's see about the wireless LAN security standards. So wireless LAN security standards, that security is very important in wireless networks because data is transmitted through the air. So the main security standards are there are some types like that. So one is WEP, then another one is WPA, then WPA2 and WPA3. So here WEP very old and easily hacked one. WPA improved security. WPA2 widely used and more secure. WPA3 the latest and provides strong protection. So these standards use encryption to protect the data and authentication to control the access. As technology improves, that security also becomes stronger. Then now let's see about the relevant theories in the wireless LAN security. So there are important theories behind the wireless security. One is confidentiality, then integrity and the availability. So confidentiality ensures data is private using encryption methods like AES. Integrity, it ensures data is not modified during the transmission like that. Then availability ensures users can access the network anytime. Additionally, there are authentication theory and also the encryption theory. That authentication verifies the identity of users. For an example, that authentication protocols like that, and also passwords. In encryption theory, that it converts readable data into secure format. For example, when you log into Wi-Fi using a password, authentication and encryption are applied. Now, let's see about short range wireless technologies. That short range wireless technologies, for an example, Bluetooth, Zigbee, and Wi-Fi are there. So, modern wireless technologies are designed for high performance, and also here these technologies, the Bluetooth is commonly used for the headphones, keyboards, and file sharing like that. So here that Bluetooth operates in 2.4 gigahertz bands, and while considering the Zigbee used in smart homes because it consumes very low power, and it supports like mesh networking for better coverage. Then while considering the Wi-Fi, it uses light signals instead of radio waves. So it is more secure but limited to line of sight, and sometimes and also it provides very high speed data transmission. Now let's see about the modern wireless technologies. So in modern wireless technologies, it is designed for the high performance. In for an example, Wi-Fi 6 or Wi-Fi 6E, then 5G and LTE. LTE means that long-term evolution. So there are some key features for these modern wireless technologies. So in key features, high data transmission speeds, then low latency that means that fast communication, then ability to connect many devices, then these are used in applications like online gaming, then video streaming and smart devices, and also it supports large number of connected devices. Now let's see about the long range and identification technologies. So this slide includes that LoRa, about the LoRa and LoRaWAN and the RFID. So LoRa means that long range, supports long distance communication with low power used in like agriculture and remote monitoring like that. So these are some parameters for that long range, low data rate, low power like that. So in LoRaWAN, that it is used in smart cities and also IoT networks as well. So it a network protocol that connects many LoRa devices is called like a LoRaWAN. Then in RFID means that radio frequency identification. So here it used in supermarkets, ID cards, and tracking systems. And also it identifies that RFID identifies objects using the radio waves. So these technologies are important for large scale and automated systems. Now let's see the short range and sensor based technologies. So this includes like NFC, WSN, and IoT. So NFC means near field communication. It works within very short distance. So like range like 10 centimeter, below range like 10 centimeter, and also it is used in contactless payments and card systems. While considering IoT, Internet of Things IoT. It connects everyday devices to the internet. For an example, smart homes, smart health devices, like that. So, a large number of connected devices, real time data are the parameters for the IoT. While considering WSN, wireless sensor networks, consist of many sensors collecting data. This is WSN, wireless sensor networks. So, here it is used in environmental monitoring and agriculture. So, its parameters for the WSN is low power and the distributed nodes as well. So, these technologies help in automation and real-time data collection. Now let's see about the specialized wireless networks like body area networks and the vehicle area networks. So first, body area networks are used for the devices on or inside the human body. For an example, smartwatches and medical sensors can monitor health data like heart rate. So these networks use short range and low power communication, making them more suitable for healthcare and wearable devices as well. While considering the vehicle area networks, it is used in vehicles. They allow communication between vehicles, traffic systems, and onboard devices. This helps to improve road safety and I think in traffic management through real time communication. So, BAN in body area networks, it is mainly used in healthcare, while WAN, vehicle area networks, is used in smart transportation system. So, in conclusion, that wireless technologies are essential in today's world. So, they provide fast communication, secure data transfer, and support many applications such as smart homes, transportation, healthcare, and etc. So, in next technology continues to grow, wireless systems will become even more advanced. Thank you.